Let's play Jeopardy.
Thank you, Alex, and hello everyone. It is time now for game number 6 of my run of Jeopardy for the Sega CD console. I currently have a 5-game winning total of $77,500. If you saw my last game, I ended up winning that thing rather easily. I was able to put it out of reach. Joining me for this game are 4 Skype guests in the forms of Sam 1994 Game.
Please enter your name.
Dennis 71287. Larry 4009 and C3PO 626.
I barely have time to brush my teeth.
Alright, Jones.
Really?
I'll get my Google.
At an interview where you stop answering questions and start making
Imperative that you do. They're my opponents, Robert and Barbara.
your style awaits.
And of course, all but one of my games have been runaways.
In the Jeopardy round, one daily double will appear in one of these categories.
Okay? And our 6 categories are 19th century U.S., classical music, legal lingo, broken, famous Jones, and rivers.
Contestant number 1.
And I'll let Ben make the first selection here.
Rivers for 100.
For $100. The answer there is...
Okay? In Homer's Odyssey, both Egypt and this river are referred to as Aegyptos. Huh?
Contestant number 1.
The Nile River.
Are you sure?
To provide your response.
100%.
The Nile River? Yes.
Yes. Select.
For the next 24 hours. We've got some unstable air that's enhancing our showers, but we don't have a lot of moisture.
I just know it.
Rivers for 200.
For $200.
Italians call it the Tevere.
Contestant number 1.
T-E-V-E-R-E.
Where it is raining, we're picking up some moderate activity here, moderate type shower activity in the yellows in some spots, primarily on the northern part of the Golem Mountain range. Also some pop-up showers.
What is the Tiber River?
This afternoon for daytime heating. That should taper off after sundown. Everybody else will probably see an increase in showers here. We tend to squeeze out a little bit more shower activity from those clouds riding in on the trading flow as the
Yes.
Good job.
Again, though,
I may be using Google for this, but still, they're my videos. I can do what I want. Rivers 300.
For $300.
In 1961, the city of Stalingrad was renamed after this river.
That should linger for the next 24 hours, then lift off to the north.
Contestant number 1.
Forecast model is showing a wetter than normal day tomorrow, and then drying conditions on Wednesday. We should be back to a drier than normal trading pattern.
Stalingrad, S-T-L-I-A-L-I-N-G-R-A-D.
20 miles per hour in London City. Temperature there 75, 78 in Hilo, and here in town we're 82 degrees. Relative humidity 60%. Winds trades coming in out of the northeast at 12 miles per hour. Again, high surf advisory in effect for all south-facing shores until 6 a.m. on Thursday.
What is?
Here's what it looked like at Bowls today. Also got a shot here, an interesting one from Sandy Beach earlier today.
Volgograd.
6 to 10 plus for our south-facing shores tomorrow. Covington and Rathbone on the west side. Tiny north-northwest will possibly.
Sam had to leave.
Also from a typhoon out of the west-northwest for Friday, Saturday.
Oh no.
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else?
Our forecast,
Not Volgograd?
we're going to be looking
No.
pretty much
Or was it the Volga River?
Partly to mostly cloudy skies, kind of like today. Some
Shoot.
clouds, the sun out there, along with a few showers, and doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to get to the 8-day trend here, but I can't.
So Sam is gone.
I think it is the
some changes for the Labor Day weekend. It will dry out here for the work week. Dry the normal trade pattern.
Yep, the Volga River.
Friday, probably into Saturday, but then Saturday, Sunday, we're going to see our trade winds back down. Some forecast models are indicating the possibility of us
Rivers for 400.
in a couple of months
For
here.
$400.
Labor Day weekend. So maybe
Hungary's longest river, the Tisza, is a tributary of this river.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Well, when you think of
Contestant number 1.
You probably envision her sailing across the ocean. You probably wouldn't recognize her today. She said,
Follows this river.
The stage is set. Generations
What is the Krasna?
have prepared for the moment. To stand in the bright light, to feel the energy, to engage their passion, to represent their school.
No.
I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Oh.
The new home for University of Hawaii sports.
I'm making this more difficult on myself.
Contestant number 3.
hundreds? What are the odds of that?
It's not the same river, because that's in plan.
The Danube River.
Correct.
Now I'm in the hole at minus 400. After I started out so well.
I barely had time to brush my teeth.
It'll only take a few minutes.
Really?
Call First Insurance for a free rate quote and see how much you can save.
Broken for 500.
This portion of KHOA2 News is sponsored
Let's
by
take a look at the
First
answer.
Insurance. To save hundreds on...
It was broken into in 1922 by Lord Carnarvon and Howard Carter.
Contestant number 1.
KHON2 Sports, Canoa Lake.
How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. The UH football team is heading into its season opener against Colorado this Saturday without the services of starting weak side linebacker Aaron Brown and starting left wideout Darius Wright. The school today announced that both players have been suspended for at least
What is
contest
King
for the
Touch
alleged involvement
Tomb?
in a fight in Waikiki this past weekend. Brown and Bright were both arrested early yesterday morning for third-degree assault, a misdemeanor. They were immediately placed on indefinite suspension.
Tutankhamen.
Decision. Brown and Bright will be allowed to return to practice tomorrow, but head coach Greg McMahon
Good
And they
job.
will take it, and I will.
will continue to gather information about the incident and will decide next week whether or not to extend the suspension past the Colorado game. Hawaii embarks on a 2-game road trip to Washington and UNLV next week. McMacken today issued a statement saying, quote, Aaron and Darius used extremely poor judgment and in turn embarrassed the football program.
Rivers for 500.
These are two young men
For
who have never
$500.
been involved with the law before, but became involved in a situation where
The answer there is...
choices. So how does the
In terms of shipping, it's the most important river in Western Europe.
Contestant number 1.
Over to Brown's spot at weak side, while George Daly Lyles lined up at middle. And at receiver, 5'7" sophomore Alan Sampson took first-team snaps in place of Wright, a 6'4" junior.
difference, it's harder to see. He's about 2 feet shorter than
He's a Western Europe,
But
right?
Yes.
he has his own ups compared to Darius. He's fast, he's quick, so he's a different kind of receiver compared to Darius, who's tall and big. So he'll present different challenges for the defense.
What is the Rhine River?
Being quick and seeing everything.
Yeah, I think it is.
To do well and Mo, I think he's a great adjuster, so I'll be able to, get
Yes.
Good job.
It's tough because, this kind of stuff doesn't happen too often. Some of your best players on the team get suspended, so it's a big loss, but we gotta keep focused.
Okay, I'll go with broken for 100.
For $100.
Moses broke the first set of these after seeing the golden calf.
Get out there, this is second nature.
Contestant number 1.
In other words, game week, focus, unaltered. Period. Done. That's pretty much it.
Brian Moniz, Alan Sampson, Corey Paredes, and George Daly Lyles there in that order, in that soundbite. The 2011 UH football campaign kicks off Saturday at 4:15 p.m. at Aloha Stadium. The game will be broadcast
What are the
on
tablets?
ESPN2. Hawaii is currently about a 7-point favorite heading in. 40 kills, 28 digs, 7 assists, and 6
Incorrect.
blocks.
No.
Those were the numbers over 3 matches for Rainbow Wahine hitter Kanani Danielson this past weekend. And today the senior was named the WAC Player of the Week for the 9th time in her career. But what you opened the season
Wait a sec.
and winning the
Did I make a mistake by including the...
Francisco, Wichita State, and Arizona. Wahine remained 10th in the ABCA rankings. Next up, the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Classic featuring...
No, the 10 Commandments.
Ohio State, Long Beach State, and UCLA starting Thursday. Tough day for a couple of Hawaii-born NFLers.
Oh boy.
Defensive end David
Still hold the lead though.
today by the Denver
Famous Jones for 100.
second-round pick
For $100.
In October of 1991, she reprised her role as Alexis in Dynasty The Reunion.
Contestant number 1.
Was waived by the Bengals today. Mika Ele, a defensive tackle, has been dealing with an injured elbow throughout camp. NFL preseason action. Jets and Giants in a Big Apple battle that was postponed today because of Hurricane Irene.
That was...
Bicycle Burris suited up for the Jets against his former team, though no catches recorded. Instead, it was Santonio Holmes.
Who is Joan Collins?
Part of a 17-3 win.
That's right.
For former Warrior, now Jets linebacker, Braxton Sotelo. And Shane Victorino's outstanding season continues. The Phillies all-star center fielder played the hero role against the Reds tonight. His 2-run 8th-inning bomb on Cincinnati pitcher Homer Bailey broke a 1-all tie and proved to be the difference in Philly's 3-2 win. It was the Flying Hawaiians' 15th home run of the season. He was 1 for 4 in the game.
Select again.
308. Phillies are 84-46.
Jones for 200.
In baseball.
For $200. Here is the clue.
With her backup group, the Blackhearts, she recorded the #1 hit, I Love Rock and Roll. Joan...
7 points.
Contestant number 1.
Joan Jett.
Where it's at now. I'm not sure if there will be any movement in the line based on the suspension of Darius Bright and Aaron Brown. We'll see if that impacts.
J-E-T-T?
Well, what is the favorite going into that game?
I think.
Yep.
Yes.
Hold on, everyone.
Select.
Nothing's impossible.
Yep, Jones Jeff.
If it isn't used, it has to do it. That's our 6 o'clock news on this Monday. Thank you for joining us. Coming up tonight at 10, how a corporation is making money off people who protest against corporations. Hope to see you for our KHON2 News at 10 o'clock.
See you later.
Good night.
Well, I guess I better do our dinner.
Where are you going? Okay, I have to go for spaghetti.
Well, what's nothing impossible?
Unless you have to do it. That guy, sorry about that. I had to step away just to hear that out, and the answer to that was Joan Jett. So I'm gonna go to Famous Jones for 300.
For $300.
And on the second Sunday in May, the French honor her with a holiday. Joan of Arc.
Contestant number 1.
Did you guys hear? Did my Skype guest hear? On the second Sunday in May, the French honor her with a holiday. Who was Joan of Arc? Yes.
Yes. Select again.
Jones for 400.
For $400.
The San Diego Zoo's longtime Goodwill ambassador.
Contestant number 1.
Goodwill ambassador.
Longtime Goodwill ambassador. Who is Joan Embury? Yes.
Select again.
Yeah.
Famous Jones for 5.
For $500.
In 1979, this Australian operatic soprano was made a dame of the British Empire.
Contestant number 3.
We've been serving Hawaii for more than 30 years now, and we must be doing something right. Because 4 local publications
Dame Joan Sutherland.
gave us awards like Best of the
Good
Best,
job.
Hawaii's Best, Best of Honolulu. I'm proud of our team as done with that plumbing. So if you can
So that puts Barbara up to 900. Okay, where are we going to now? Classical music for $100.
$100.
This author's poem was the source for Rachmaninoff's choral work, The Bells.
Contestant number 1.
Who was Edgar Allan Poe? This author's poem was the source for Rachmaninoff's choral work, The Bells.
Successfully on the Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
Correct.
And we will go ahead and stop here for this part, and we'll see you guys for part 2.